It is easy to make a thick, creamy, and indulgent caramel sauce. You can either utilize various kinds of thickening agents or apply the reduction method. Caramel can turn into the golden perfection you want to achieve. Its color must resemble an old copper penny like light amber or medium amber. Its texture should be velvety smooth. The quickest method to thicken a caramel sauce is by simmering it on the stove. What is caramel sauce used for? Caramel sauce can be used in a variety of baked goods. It could be a filling, a topping, and even a dip. It is also added to bars, cakes, pies, cookies, candies, and puddings. Most of all, it pairs perfectly with ice cream as a topping. What you will need to thicken caramel sauce. Ingredients: 240 milliliters of caramel sauce, 1/4 milk, 1/3 sugar, 100 milliliters cream, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1/4 cup all-purpose flour, 5 grams tapioca flour. Equipment: mixing bowls, measuring cups, measuring spoons, spatula, whisk, saucepan. How to thicken caramel sauce by simmering it on the stove. Step 1. Make or buy your usual caramel sauce. Place it on a saucepan and set the stove into medium heat. Step 2. Stir constantly for 10 minutes. Doing this will cause the liquid to evaporate and give you the right texture to thicken the sauce. Step 3. Afterward, put away the saucepan. Let it rest. Upon cooling the sauce, you'll notice how it thickens. Allowing the caramel to rest will reduce the caramel's thickness. How to thicken caramel using thickeners. Option 1. Cornstarch. Step 1. In a bowl, place your caramel sauce about 240 milliliters. Then add 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and ½ teaspoon of water. Step 2. Continue stirring the caramel sauce, making sure that there aren't clusters forming. Option 2. Flour. Step 1. Place your caramel sauce in a bowl, add 1/4 cup of flour, and 60 milliliters of cold water. Step 2. Make sure to continuously stir the recipe to have a creamy and thick sauce. Option 3. Tapioca flour. Step 1. Grab a bowl and place your caramel sauce. Add the tapioca flour and whisk together until the powder is dissolved. Tapioca flour will keep the glossy texture of the caramel sauce while thickening it. How to thicken caramel sauce by altering the caramel recipe. Step 1. Reduce the quantity of milk. Cut half of the amount of milk you usually put in. Lessening the liquid will thicken your caramel sauce. Step 2. Adding an extra sugar quantity when creating a caramel sauce recipe will give you a thicker sauce. Step 3. Substitute cream instead of milk. Cream similarly tastes like milk. It won't alter the preference. Switching out milk for the cream will result in a creamy, heavy caramel sauce. Tips and tricks on how to thicken caramel sauce. Add or remove the sauce that does not attain the desired thickness. Likewise, ensure to dissolve the mixture of thickener and water entirely before adding to the caramel sauce to avoid clumping. If you do not have a sweet tooth, you can add a tiny bit of salt to the caramel sauce to lessen the sweetness, or avoid using extra sugar, at the very least when thickening the caramel sauce. After making the caramel sauce, let it rest for a bit to check if the consistency reached what you desired it to be, since caramel sauce is more likely to thicken better when it has been cooled. Caramel sauce can be frozen in an airtight container made of plastic that could last up to 3 months. Ensure to defrost the caramel sauce overnight in the refrigerator and gradually warm it before using it. Thawed caramel sauce can be used within 2 days. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.